This week on 49ers Sac-Hi Sports, the league races are red hot and we have the big time highlights. We'll show you Intercom taking on Antelope, Oakmont battling Lincoln, and the rivalry game with Woodland and Pioneer.
We have exciting girls hoops matchups with Lincoln taking on St. Mary's. Soccer features Ponderosa taking on West Park, plus the story of the Encina soccer star escaping violence in his home country for a safer life and a brighter future. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports starts right now.
Welcome to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Braunstein. We start tonight in Sacramento, where the Natomas Nighthawks are 12-9 on the season heading into the week. Junior C.J. Brown averaging around 14 points a game as the Nighthawks try to best the team standing on top of the league standings.
The Johnson Warriors are 4-1 in league play. Tagipo Maui Jr. is averaging around 15 points a game. Johnson beat Natomas by 2 points in the last meeting. The rematch between the Nighthawks and Warriors played on Friday night. The Natomas Nighthawks needing a win over Johnson to stay in the league title hunt Monday. Johnson off to an early lead on the James Hunter 3-ball. The sophomore getting things started for the Warriors, who are looking for more here. But Mekhi Bird says, "Not in my house," and that strong defense leading to offense. Timothy Bellagardi goes in strong for two. This game starting off quickly. Johnson begins to extend its lead. Tagipo Maui driving down court, kissing it off the glass, 11-7 Warriors. Then Tagipo finds Judge Callies the fourth down low, and Johnson leads at 20-14 after one. Darion Jenkins was going to play a big role in this one. Watch the sweet up and under with the three-point play. Then Jenkins gets control of it while driving into a crowd of Warriors, finishing with the hook. That sophomore can ball, but Johnson never gives up its lead in the first half. Maui to Marcus Patterson in the corner. That's good for three, 36-32. Johnson at the half. We're going midway through the third. Natomas down by 2. Bird gets the board and scores. The Nighthawks erase the Warrior lead for the first time since tip-off. Judge Callies the fourth. Fantastic from start to finish with a team-high 16. Johnson leading after 3, 4 minutes to go. Natomas down by 1. Darion Jenkins lands the 3-ball, giving the Nighthawks their first lead of the night, and Natomas never gives it back. C.J. Brown up ahead to Tyir Martin and 1. The Nighthawks go on a 14-2 run in the fourth quarter. Jenkins talks about what this win means.
We were fighting for a position to win league. So I had to come out, play as a team player, and get this win. That's all that really mattered, was winning this game for my team.
Gary Singh reporting here on a Tuesday night where Woodland Boys Basketball will be hosting Pioneer High School. Let's get things started off with guard Samurai Adakare, who dribbles up into a pull-up three-pointer to start off the game, and is hyped to play this game, as you can see. But the Wolves answer back with this give-and-go play, which leads to a corner three-pointer from Santana Munoz. Then Adakare launches a pass to Carson Timothy, who splashes a wing three-pointer, bang, bang. Then Carter McBach passes to Ashton Van Brocklin, who dribbles up to a mid-range shot, floater, and count the basket and the foul for the three-point play. Adakari dribbles and kicks it to Jose Razo for the corner three-pointer. Great find right there, and the Patriots lead after the first quarter, 16-12. Then the Wolves answer back with a gritty offensive rebound, which leads to a three-pointer from Andrew Paredes. Bullseye showing off his bow and arrow celebration. Then off the inbound play, Munoz slips through 2 defenders and flips it up and in off the glass, showing off some acrobatic skills. But the Patriots answer back as well with some nice ball movement that leads to the Dante Soltero mid-ranger, like clockwork. Again, the Patriots with a nice pass that leads to Razo snaking around the defense for the off-the-glass layup. Pioneers lead at the half, 28-22. Patriots going to run in the third quarter, starting off with this smooth up and under layup by Adakare. Then Adakare again to Razo, who dribbles up for the baseline jumper and splash. He needs a heat check. The Wolves trying to claw back with this tough 2 defenders on him. Shot from Blaine Wilson. Sweet shot, but they trail 42-31 at the end of 3 quarters. But the Patriots find Razo again for the smooth like butter jumper. He got his heat check. But the Patriots put this icing on the cake on this one with his three-pointer from Timothy, who cashes it in. Pioneers win 49-34 over Woodland. Raza leads the Patriots with 19 points.
Del Oro hosting Folsom Friday night, and the Golden Eagles dance team performing to little Faith Hill. The best thing about grabbing an offensive rebound is that you can put it back and have a little fun. Oh, whoa, totally crazy. Gabby Kyman scoring Daisy. Folsom's Michaela Jackson steals the ball, passes to Chelsea Ching. Oh, whoa, she hits the three. Bulldogs go up 10-6. Man, I need a timeout. Well, that was fun. Now back to the action. Folsom's Orion Bright steals the pass, throws it up court to Ava Rollins, who lays it in 20-15 Folsom. Second quarter, Del Oro chipping away. Kime under pressure, but sees teammate Abigail Wiemeyer at the top of the key for three. Eagles down 3. Folsom answers. Rollins goes 3-ball, bottoms. Bulldogs go up 29-24. Second half was the Miss Jackson show. Woo! She is for real, laying it in. Bulldogs by 9. Del Oro's Weimer pulls down the board and puts it back in. Golden Eagles down 8. Then Jackson to Jada Tapu, who swoops in for 2 of her 6 points in the game. We stay with the action as teammate Michaela Jackson steals the inbound pass and lays it in. Jackson had 20 on the night. One more time, Folsom pulling away at the end of this one. Chantel Teo to Jackson with the left-hand finish, and that would do it. Bulldogs improved to 20-1, 6-0 in league.
Brian Mueller here at Galt Thursday night for a matchup of two one-loss teams, the Warriors hosting Liberty Ranch. The first half was scoreless, but the second half was a different story. Emmanuel Gomez Jr. put in a little bend on it. He goes upper 90 for the score. It's 1-0 Hawks 8 minutes into the half. 8 minutes later, Galt with the free kick. Miguel Garcia plays it to Abraham Romero, who puts it on a tee for Garcia, and he boots it upper corner for the score, and Miguel will swing by to say hello after. Nicely done. About 15 minutes left in the game now. Liberty Ranch with a corner, and there's a foul in the box, so the Hawks get a penalty kick. And it's Garcia with goal number 2, and the Ranch is back on top. We're in stoppage time now, last gasp for Galt, and Garcia comes through in the clutch. He ties it with his 22nd goal of the year, and deuces are wild in this one. Galt and Liberty Ranch play to a 2-2 draw.
Time now for the Players of the Week. These players are chosen for their standout performances from games played last week. Our first Player of the Week is Jay Clifton from Calaveras. Jay scored a whopping 45 points in his team's 68-57 victory over Argonaut last week. He did so by knocking down 5 3-pointers and was 8 for 8 from the free throw line. A dominant performance from the junior point guard.
Very impressive. Our second Player of the Week is Joshua Brown Jr. from Marysville. The Indians walked away with a 2-point win over Center to improve to 2-0 in league play. Joshua scored 26 points with 4 threes and 4 rebounds. Joshua Brown Jr. and Jay Clifton are this week's Players of the Week.
Sanford Healthcare brings us important tips so athletes can perform at their very best.
Here's Dr. Stephen Weiss with this week's Stanford Health Tip.
ACL tears are serious and common athletic injuries, which typically require surgery and 9 to 12 months of recovery and rehab before returning to sports. ACL tears are 4 to 6 times more common in female athletes. This increased risk is believed to be due to differences in how female athletes run, jump, pivot, and land when compared to male athletes. The most effective way to reduce this risk is through participation in an ACL prevention training program, often offered through many physical therapy facilities. These are shown to reduce the risk of non-contact ACL tears by up to 67%, and are most effective when done around the time of your teenage growth spurt.
Coming up, our first SunPower Electric game, Antelope and Indercombe battle in league play.
Then Kimball and East Union girls play with the league lead on the line. This is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's New Bed, New You sale. Right now, you can save up to $500 on our wide selection of top-selling brands. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $4.99 value. Or shop Hot Buys and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99 or Sleepy's twin mattresses starting at $159.99. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm, the official sleep partner of the San Francisco 49ers.
Welcome back to the NBC Sports Studio here at Levi's Stadium. Just two teams in the Capital Valley League come into the week undefeated in league. Those two teams set to face off on Thursday night.
The Inderkum Tigers ride a 14-game winning streak heading into their Thursday night matchup with Antelope. The winner takes sole possession of first place. It's our first SunPower Electric game, and our Mark Willis was there.
Couple of unbeatens in the Cat Valley Conference square off tonight. The big question is, can Antelope slow down senior Derek Claxton and the rest of the Tigers? They have put up 90 points or more in the last 7 games. If any local team could end the mighty Tigers streak, these Titans just might be able to do that. Will Antelope be able to muster up enough offense to get the job done? Sure, but what do I know? It's high school hoops and anything can happen. So with that said, let's get to the SunPower Electric game. Let me say what's up to my peeps out in Antelope as the Titan fans were ready for the big bad Tigers from Inderkum. Early on, Inderkum with the pressure causes a steal. Isaiah Chandavong up to Derek Claxton, who lays it in. 6-0 Tigers. Now it's Claxton causing the steal. He throws it the alley to Jalen Glenn for the oop. Another steal by Inderkum as Jermaine Halliburton throws it up to Logan Stembin for the two-handed hammer dunk. Just like that, Inderkum breaks out to a 13-0 lead. Finally, Antelope gives the crowd something to cheer about as Julian Alias to Logan Mellon in the corner. That's good, but the Titans are down 28-16 after 1. Second quarter, Tigers get after it. Chandavon kicks it out to C.J. Hayward, who drives it and pulls up for the J. Antelope off and running. Trevon Weatherspoon shoots a floater, but have no fear, Montel Sheldon is there to clean it up, and he puts it back in. Titans down 14. Right before the half, Tigers Halliburton gets another steal and finds that Claxton dude by the hoop. He gets off the shot before the half comes calling. 50-29 at the break. Third quarter, Claxton was still all over the court. Derek with the steal, a little move with the ball, and then explodes to the hoop for a three-point play. Antelope off and running now. A little give and go as Max Driffin passes to Elias, back to Driffin, and he finishes off the glass. Still third quarter, Tien Indalcego for Inderkum going strong to the hoop like a ping pong stick. Off the glass, Tien had 16 in the game. Tigers on the prowl now as Indalcego with the ball. His lead pass finds Claxton in stride for 2 of his game-high 42 points on the night. Inderkum up 30. When Sullivan for Antelope kicks it out to an open Elias, whose shot is a very deep 3. It's good. Titans down 24. Then Halliburton, he's so smooth with the ball. He drives and gets the defense to jump and then dishes it to Stumbin, who flushes it home. Tigers up 40. One more time. Chandavong tracks down the loose ball and finds the man of the hour, the night, or even the year. Derek Claxton puts it to bed. Game over. Titans win big. And after the game, we caught up with Claxton to see if he's enjoying himself out there.
Really fun, really good fun. This is the best record I had at this school so far, so we're just working the playoffs. Until that time comes, we're just going to keep working.
In Antelope for the SunPower Electric game, I'm Mark Willis, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Brian Mueller here at East Union High School, where the Lancers were looking for a win against Kimball Thursday night. Late first quarter, Lonnie Tunga finds Taylor Snare. Head to Lauren Pablo, then Snare gets it back, scores to make it 12-8 at the end of 1. On to the second now. Jaguars looking to take the lead as Gianna Riley finds Sierra Tulia. Gets the 3, and they go ahead by 2. The Jaguars not taking their foot off the gas as Marianne Sorellis hands it to Riley, who sets up for the 3, scores to make it 28-23 at the end of the first half. Start of the third, Kimball trying to add to their 5-point lead, but Pablo says, not in my house, as she blocks the layup. Still a 5-point game. Right before the end of the third, now down 3. Denise Payne blocks the pass. Snare recovers and goes up for the shot to get 2 right before the buzzer. 37-36. They're only down by 1. On to the fourth. Lancers looking to take the lead. Snare to Payne. Layup. East Union on the high side. Lancers trying to add to the lead, but the ball knocked out by Kaya Sims. Recovers, takes it herself for the layup. Jaguars back up by 1. Zags trying to put this game away as Riley finds Jade Padigo wide open, laying good, 47-39, 4 minutes left. Lancers making one last effort, final seconds, but time runs out, and the Jaguars pull out the win to improve to 12-4, 53-47 the final. Brian Mueller saying hello from San Juan High School, where they hosted Golden Sierra Wednesday night for a matchup of the top two teams in the Sierra Delta League. The Spartan defense playing tough early on. Nani Tagore gets the steal and sets up Narco Gallon, and San Juan has the lead. But the Grizzlies would close the quarter strong. Ricky Cleve finds Earl Natras in the corner for three. Golden Sierra up 4. Second quarter now, basically the same play. Cleve to Natras, works again, and it's up to a 5-point advantage. The Grizz grow that lead more later in the quarter. Parker Kahn to Hayden Cox with the floater. Golden Sierra is up 27-16, but the Spartans would kickstart the comeback in the third. Cesar Barajano Lara gives it to Gallon, and he charges ahead for 2. San Juan down by just a point. Next possession, Ryan Martin gets it to Barajano Lara in the paint, and that gives the Spartans the lead. It will be tight the rest of the way. In the fourth, we're tied at 47, 4 minutes to go. Tagore nails the 3 in a little subdued celebration there. Final 15 seconds now. It's a 2-point Spartan lead. Natras to Noah Sparks, who works it to Cox in the corner. He makes it, but that would be a 2. So we're tied at 57, and this game is going to overtime. 2.5 minutes into it, Tagore sets up Martin for the 3, 62-59 San Juan. Then Sam Silchuk intercepts the pass and finds Gallon on the go for the lay-in. San Juan picks up the win, 66-61, and now has sole possession of first in lead.
We, stop fighting to the end. That's all it is. The coaches put it in our head that don't give up, and that's what we didn't do. We didn't give up, and we played to the last whistle.
Coming up, Tri-City League girls action as St. Mary's takes on Lincoln of Stockton.
Then you'll meet this week's inspirational athlete. It's Nazra Tula Imami from Encina. But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section girls basketball top 10 poll.
Every day, the sun comes up. And right on cue, the work begins. We start every morning, knowing full well we're in it for the long haul. Our work is a labor of love. No task too small, no moment uncherished. And although we're not often thanked, we rest knowing that our work is making a brighter future. This is more than milk.
Right now, my electrical bill is about $10 a month.
This is definitely one of the best investments we did in our house.
All over the country, people are taking control over their electric bills by going solar with SunPower. We offer the most efficient, durable panels on the market, so you can see a return on your investment every month.
I was paying $220 a month. Now I pay about $22 a month.
Right now, 49ers faithful get a $1,000 Visa reward card from SunPower. Go online today.
Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports as we head down to Stockton with a matchup featuring two of the top girls teams in the area. St. Mary's comes into this week 11-5 on the season. The Rams do not belong to a league, but the Lincoln Trojans are the Rams' big rival.
That's right. Lincoln plays a full Tri-City League schedule and come into the week 15-5 on the season, 4-0 in league play. The defending league champions feature 6'2" senior Faith Shelton. The Rams hosting the Trojans Monday night.
Parker Ream in Stockton for some rivalry action. Lincoln against St. Mary's, always good no matter the sport. Monday night was no different. First quarter, the steal by Faith Shelton. Janae Mahan gets it, and she is off and running, stops and pops the mid-range jumper, and Lincoln opens the scoring. But St. Mary's is one heck of a team. This is one heck of a duo. Jordan Lee to Brooklyn Perry, who says, don't mind if I do. 3-ball is good. Rams go up 21-14 after the first. They keep it rolling in the second. The steal by Nia Anderson, who throws it up ahead right here to Mia Warren, the freshman, who gets the layup to go. The Rams were rolling themselves. Later in the quarter, the Trojans had some fight, though. Faith fakes the pass, splits the defenders, and the nice finish off the glass. Uh-oh, here comes Lincoln, half winding down now. Serenity Santos' shot is off the mark, but Kalila Limon is right there for the cleanup. The Trojans only down 3 at the half, but the Rams came out a different team in the second half. Sophomore superstar Jordan Lee drives inside. The runner off the glass is in. Rams looking to extend their lead, up 45-39 now. Jordan to Naya, and the drive to the lane leads to a sweet lefty scoop layup, and here come the Rams. Then in the fourth, the Rams close the door shut. Brooklyn parried the long pass right on the money to Jordan Lee, who lays it in for 2 of her 26 points. Perry added 20 to help lead the Rams to a 73-50 rivalry win.
It was all about effort. It was about rebounding. We were getting out-rebounded in the first half, so I think just turning it back on and kind of like it was a reality check, like, hey, we need to do this, and we started rebounding really well. It was just effort from the second half.
Each week, we bring you stories of inspirational athletes overcoming the odds.
Sacramento has one of the largest populations in the U.S. of Afghans who have fled their home country. Brian Mueller has the story of an Encina soccer player that now has a shot at a bright future since coming to America.
The best soccer players would tell you the game is equal parts preparation and improvisation. Playing within the team, but also willing to take risks if the reward is there. It's an area Nasratul Imami navigates perfectly.
Amazing footwork. He's fun to watch. He gets that ball and he just wants to play with it. He wants to have fun. I mean, he doesn't get nervous at all. He gets the ball and he tries certain things that another player wouldn't try because they don't want to lose the ball. But for him, it's like, I just want to have fun.
Just like any player, the ultimate fun is scoring a goal, something Nasratullah does frequently.
Feel better, feel good, feel happy.
Happiness is something Nasratullah and his family are finding much more frequently in the last couple years. The Encina senior, along with his parents and 5 siblings, moved to Sacramento from Kabul, Afghanistan 2 years ago. This is Nasratullah's father, Abdul, here with his daughter, Parisa.
We are in a safe place. That's the biggest, and also we are freedoms.
The Taliban made sure Abdul's family and thousands of others in Afghanistan never felt safe. Abdul lived in constant fear for his children's safety.
When they go into school, I was scared until they come back, because day by day, the suicide bomber, they put bomb in our school, they put bomb in the public places, all the crowded, they kill all innocent people. Your life is in danger, and your families, your kids.
Going half a world away wasn't easy, but the move was mitigated by soccer. The pitch a panacea for Nasratullah as he learned to live in a new country with teammates who were doing the same.
The team is diverse, and so you have players from the Middle East, you have players from South America, Central America. They come in and they miss their country, and so coming out here, it's more of wanting to be a part of that, wanting to have that sense of community again like they did prior to coming to Encina, and they find that here.
I like my friends just play here, Afghani friends.
Nasratullah started playing soccer as a kid in Afghanistan.
1, 2, 3, 4!
But he had never played on a team until coming to Encina.
He went from being a shy student, a shy player, not asking for the ball too much and just kind of keeping to himself or to the people that he knew, his friends, and then being on the field. Like now what I've seen is him being that leader on the field.
I hope that he progresses like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi. I want to be that higher. Day by day, he gonna get progress.
Nasratullah is already a superstar in the classroom, getting all A's and B's with large aspirations for the future.
When I was a child, I like to be an engineer.
You see his grades and you're like, whoa, he's a great student. He really wants to be successful off the field.
Nasratullah says he plans to play soccer in college while studying engineering. He has plenty of goals on and off the field, and a future made possible by a family willing to go the distance.
They risk so much to come to this country, to support their children, to give them a better education, because they know what that means.
When he was a little, I know he is smart and he has a talent son. Yeah, he has a good talent. I'm proud of him.
Reporting in Sacramento, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
Nazar Tulis says he wants to stay home and study and play soccer at Sacramento State.
Fantastic. Coming up, our Mattress Firm Perfect Match. It's the big-time matchup between Sheldon and Elk Grove.
Then it's East Union and Kimball boys meeting in Valley Oak League play. But first, here is this week's Spirit Corner featuring the Manteca Dance Team.
When the lights go up and the crowd starts to cheer, you know you've just scored a winning deal. Tracy Toyota has all the deals to make you feel like the winning team. Like this, get 2.99% APR financing for 72 months on select new 2022 Toyota models. Don't fumble this opportunity to save. Visit Tracy Toyota now. We take the stress away at Tracy Toyota. Exit Nagley Road off Freeway 205 or at tracytoyota.com. With you all the way.
Hurry into Mattress Firm's New Bed, New You sale. Shop top-selling mattress brands at unbeatable prices and get up to 50% off, like Sealy twin mattresses starting at $224.99. Plus, get a free adjustable base with qualifying Sealy purchase up to a $499 value. Or shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm.
49ers Sac-Hi Sports is brought to you by these fine companies who care about high school sports. By Stanford Healthcare, #1 in Northern California for orthopedics. And by SunPower, proud sponsor of the San Francisco 49ers.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium as we take you to Elk Grove for this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match. The Elk Grove Thundering Herd beat Sheldon back on January 5th in a thriller that came down to the final seconds. The rematch set to take place this week.
Sheldon is led by Rashad Bradley's 14 points a game, while Elk Grove's 6'8" forward DeJean Lott Jr. is averaging a double-double with 12 points a game and 10 rebounds. Mattress Firm wants to find you a mattress that is your perfect match, and each week we scour the section for the biggest game of the week. Sheldon and Elk Grove is this week's Mattress Firm Perfect Match.
Parker Green here at Elk Grove High School for the rematch. Huskies versus the Thundering Herd. First quarter, Elk Grove came out strong. Amir Britton to Isaiah King, who knocks down the three-pointer. A few minutes later, it's Britton who gets it on the wing himself and cashes in on a three-ball to extend the Elk Grove lead. This game was only decided by 2 points last time, so we knew Sheldon wouldn't back down. Jaden Woodard gets the board, and the ball goes all the way around the circle 2 times and drops 12-9 Elk Grove after one. Second quarter, Troy Crichton came out firing. He drives the lane and gets the tough finish to go. Sheldon up 22-20 at the break. Third quarter, what a strong start to it. Amir with a two-handed flush. Here comes Elk Grove. Thundering Herd up 2 now. Britton to Carlos Cepeda in the quarter, and he nails a 3 to put Elk Grove up 31-26. To the fourth we go. Amir taking it up top, the deep 3, and that kid's got range. Elk Grove leads by 9 with 3 minutes to go, but that's when Sheldon turned it on. Down 4 with a minute to go. Tyrese Daniels drives the lane. The no-look pass. What a clutch play to Jaden. Huskies only trail by 2. Next possession, down 40-42. Tyrese says, "Get off me." Steps back and ice in his veins. He ties it up. So Sheldon with one chance to win this thing. Under 10 seconds. Tie game at 42. And Josiah Johnson calls game with 4.4 seconds. An absolute thriller of a part 2 to this rivalry. I caught up with Sheldon after the win. It was another epic installment of this rivalry. Elk Grove and Sheldon taking each other on for the second time this season. Last time Sheldon lost by 2 points. This time they win by 2 points. We start with the man of the hour himself. You hit the game-winning shot. What was going through your mind in those seconds?
I saw we needed a bucket for a game. We had played great defense, got the ball coming back down this way. I had my man DJ come set the screen. He bit on it, I went the other way, and then got a float over the big man, and it was game.
It was game, and that's true. Tyrese, you hit a couple of big shots down the stretch yourself. A big pass down low, that was a no-look pass. What does it say about this team, the fight that they showed down the stretch? What is this Sheldon team?
We fight
all game, but like Coach Rich will say, you feel me? We a second half team, so we gonna play harder in the second half, and we did that. We came out with the win.
Big game to you.
Yes, sir. With this win, Sheldon ties the league leading Elk Grove Thundering Herd, so now they control their own destiny in this league. We head over to Rashad. What does this win mean in a league that's pretty tough to come by?
It means we're number one. We got to still continue playing hard. We got to beat the rest of these teams, and we going to see playoffs.
Gonna see in playoffs.
Tracy area sports coverage is presented by Tracy Toyota off Freeway 205 in Tracy, with you all the way. The East Union cheer team looking to see its team win over Kimball Wednesday night, but the Jags in control early. Isaiah Baptista getting the steal on the full court press and taking it to the rack for 2. Jags off to an 8-0 start. Chinadu Nwankwo extends that lead to 10 when he goes in for the physical lay-in. East Union is on the board just 30 seconds later when Luke Weaver sees Anthony Sy in the corner. Anthony knocks down the shot from far to make it 10-3 Kimball. The Jag lead is cut to 6 when Sy flips it to Dylan Lee, who drives in through the paint on his way in for the layup, but Kimball keeping its foot on the gas pedal. Jaden Richardson goes left and pulls up for the long 2. Then watch this long ball by Kobe Harris. Kobe must be 5 feet back from the 3-point line when he makes that shot. Wow, it's 25-9 Kimball midway through the second quarter. Isaiah Baptista with the sweet up and under windmill lay-in is good. EU cuts into that Kimball lead before the half. Brian Howe throws it up high and it falls. 36-18 Kimball at the half. Kobe Harris throws the long ball to Isaiah Baptista. Isaiah with 16 on the night. The first Kimball shot is off. Benito Ruiz gets the rebound. The first shot is blocked by Luke Weaver, but Ruiz follows up with a putback. East Union trying to close the gap. Brian Howe drives from the wing using all the tools in the toolbox to get free before landing the short J. Then Dylan Lee gets a few favorable bounces on the rim, and the rock goes in for 3. It's an 11-point game, but Kimball keeping the Lancers at bay. Richardson throwing ahead to Benito Ruiz, and Betty goes in strong with the finger roll. Ruiz leads everybody with 20 as the Jaguars win it 65-46 to go to 4-2 in league play.
Out to West Park High in Roseville, the Young Panthers hosted Ponderosa for a first-place battle in the FVL. Mark Wills reporting. 3 minutes into the game, Ponderosa gets on the board first. Pamela Daubert moves the ball over to Josephine Frias, who gets it past the defender and with her left foot strikes the ball off the keeper and in. 1-0 Bruins. In the 18th minute, West Park answers with the equalizer as Madison Ham takes the ball and boots it upfield to Erica Grillion, who's so talented, gathers and kicks it in the right corner of the goal. Game tied at 1. Still in the first half, Pondo's Dalbert has the ball at midfield and no one's there to stop her, so she goes and she goes and she goes some more all the way, slips it past the keeper with the left foot. 2-1 Bruins. In the 53rd minute of action, West Park gets back on the scoring column as Grillion makes a run and scores this fantastic looking goal. We are all tied back up at 2. 3 minutes later, Pondo will respond. Frias crosses the ball towards the goal. Kyla Daniels is there with her stomach of steel, and the ball is redirected into the goal. Daniels, the iron gut. In the 71st minute, the Bruins strike again. Caitlin Price pushes up to Dalbert, who makes another great run, puts a move on, and scores it. 4-2 Pondo. One more time in the closing seconds. Brooklyn Hayes heads in the corner kick as it's all over. Ponderosa wins on the road 5-2. Dalbert with 2 goals for the Bruins as Grillion also netted 2 goals for the Panthers.
Coming up, the big game in the Foothill Valley League with Lincoln hosting Oakmont.
Then it's Bear River and Colfax meeting in girls hoops. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports will be back in a moment.
It's a logjam in the Foothill Valley League between the top 4 teams. Ponderosa is the only team left undefeated. Lincoln and Oakmont share the second place spot as both teams enter the week with just 1 league loss at 3-1. Lincoln is led by senior Jake Overbay, who scored his 1,000th career point last week.
So you got 1 log in front, and you got
Yes.
3 logs that are trying to...
Exactly.
And that's the log jam. I got it. Oakmont features a dominant sophomore scoring over 20 points a game. Kevin Hopp Jr. is really good for the Vikings. Vikings. The winner will hold on to sole possession of second place. Lincoln hosting Oakmont Wednesday night.
The Zoo showed up and is having a great time in the stands as they welcome the Vikings with open arms. I'm Mark Wills reporting. Kevin Hopp Jr. working the ball around finds senior Brent Gill in the corner. His 3 balls drippy. More from Gill later in the game. And that Hop kid's back as he takes the defender off the dribble and scores high off the glass. Oakmont jumps out to a 7-0 lead. Lincoln gets on the board when Jake Overbay nails down the 3. Zebras down 4. Oakmont's Greg Dimopoulos finds the big man Derek Lamb, and he gets a run at the hoop, raises up and throws it down on the D. Lincoln stops the bleeding as Benny Jomo swings it outside to Overbay from the bay. This is a deep 3. Lincoln down 8. Then Oakmont's Dimopoulos finds Lamb again, who's does some after-hours banking, make that maybe a U.S. bank, maybe not, but Lamb has himself a bucket. Second quarter, Lincoln down 1. Hop Jr. finds Gill in the corner again, and again it's Splash City. Vikings up 4. Third quarter now, Lincoln down 3. Make that 1 when Overbay glides to the hoop and makes a tough shot look easy. Then Overbay steals the ball and gets the assist from Chase Ferguson, who hits this 3. Chase had 12 in the game. Lincoln's in this thing. Then it's Hop using his quickness to get to the hoop, throws up the finger roll. It's good. Kevin Hop Jr. had 25 on the night, and the way we started the highlights is the way we end it. Brent Gill nails down his 6th 3 of the night, and that would do it. The dishes are done, man. Oakmont wins by 15. We caught up with Kevin Hop Jr. after the game.
It was a good game. They gave us a battle that, I'm not going to lie, we thought we were going to have a little cakewalk, but they gave us a battle, and it was a good game. And that's what we like. We like good games, and it just helps us get better. We want Pondo back really bad, and we're excited. We've been working for it, and everything is leading up to them.
Nick Pecoraro here with the Tuesday night Pioneer Valley League rivalry. Colfax trying to hang the first loss on a 15-0 Bear River team. Here we go, first quarter. Macy Hyman gets sophomore Jade Bittner going. She had a big game from beyond the arc. And then it's big sister Gabby Bittner in transition, leading Grace Clark for an easy bucket. And yeah, it's looking like bear hunting season for Colfax, all right. But you guys are late. It's the second quarter already, guys. Get up there. Final seconds of the half. It's Gabby Bittner showing off her shooting touch. She beats the buzzer, and the Falcons go into halftime up 22-9. But we have a bear sighting in the second half. I'm a sucker for a good post-up game, and here's a beauty of a turnaround from Kaylee Vieira. She gets a run started for Bear River, and then it's Chrissy Kelly from deep trying to claw the Bruins back into this game. But Colfax silences that push as Juliet James finds Macy Hyman underneath for an easy lay-in. But the Bruins still have some fight left, trying to keep that perfect record alive as Heaven Lafata steps into the passing lane and heads the other way for a score. And then Jordan Foster rips it, Morgan Peterson flips it, and Foster dips it in for 2 more. But that's as close as the Bruins would get. Jade Bittner here with her 3rd three-pointer of the night. She led all scorers with 11 points. She caps it with this steal and an easy lay-in. Colfax wins 46-26, handing Bear River its first loss of the season, and the PVL all of a sudden just got a lot more interesting.
It feels really good, especially coming off a loss to Marysville, which we thought we didn't play our best, so coming out here and really making a statement, it was good for the team. I think we need to just get more hours in the gym, and I think we need to play more situational basketball, show up when we need to, and then also just be able to put games away.
Each week we present the Scholar Athlete Award.
This week's Scholar Athlete Award goes to Zoe Tillery from Laguna Creek. Zoe is amazing on the court and in the classroom, earning a 4.3 GPA.
Very impressive. Coming up, our second SunPower Electric game, the Vanden girls hosting Wood.
Then it's McClatchy and Kennedy boys, but first, here's this week's Cal Hope mental health tip.
Taking a time out for yourself is important during these stressful and anxious times. Practice mindfulness such as meditation, yoga, or prayer for 20 minutes 2 times a day. This peaceful practice can help you relax and stay calm during the day.
Don't wait to put an end to junk sleep at Mattress Firm. Shop Tempur-Pedic, the most highly recommended bed in America, and get a $300 instant gift good towards sleep accessories. Thanks to our highly trained sleep experts, Mattress Firm is the #1 Tempur-Pedic retailer. With 200 hours of training, you can rest assured we'll find the perfect bed at the best price. In stock for immediate delivery with a low price guarantee. Only at Mattress Firm.
The more we learn about COVID-19, the more questions we have. The biggest question now, what's next? What will COVID bring in 6 months, a year? If you're feeling anxious about the future, you're not alone. Cal Hope offers free COVID-19 emotional support. Call 833-317-4673 or live chat at calhope.org today.
We got next, we ready to flex, we're ready to rock, headed to the top. We got next, can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got.
Kennedy Schonauer makes space with 4 defenders around her and fires from 31 yards out and hits it perfectly.
Can't settle for less. I'ma need your best, so give it all you got. We got next, number 1, numero uno, front page in the news, yeah, now you know. For the win, blood, sweat, tears in the gym, harder than the rest.
The Vanden Vikings girls basketball team has won 8 of its last 9. The Vikings are 13-3 on the season.
The Vikings taking on the 10-5 Wood Wildcats Tuesday night in Monticello Empire League play. It's our second SunPower Electric game, and our Brian Mueller was there.
Electric game.
Robert and Aubrey, first place is on the line in the Monticello Empire League in our SunPower Electric game. Vanden has remained unvanquished in league play at 4-0, while Wood is right behind them at 3-1. The Wildcats are about as balanced as they come. No double-figure scores, but they have 5 players averaging between 8 and 9 points per game. As for the Vikings, talented junior Alyssa Jackson is averaging nearly 20 points a game, 19.9 to be exact, and she can get to that mark with a big game Tuesday night.
After all the necessary introductions, it's showtime for our SunPower Electric game, and the Vikings certainly put on a show in this one. First quarter, Jackson finds Kalani Holloway camped out in the corner for 3. She is good and only a freshman. Wildcats respond on the other end as they break the press perfectly. Natalie Sanchez to Kayla Gibson, and then Bella Merritt finishes it off with a long 2. Wood down 5. More from Wood in the first. Gibson moves it along to Sanchez, who navigates her way through the paint for 2. But Vanden would start a run from there. Jackson in transition to Tatum Johnson, 21-7 Vikings. Vanden generated a bunch of turnovers in this one. Jackson and Kiara Roberts forced one here. Roberts on the run, and she rewards Jackson on the lay-in. Then it's Gianna Cresswell attacking the basket with a smooth finish, all part of a 13-1 Vanden run. They led by 17 at the end of the first. Second quarter now, Wildcats cutting into that deficit. Merritt to Lucia Alexander, who makes a faux pass and goes in for the real basket. Later in the quarter, Johnson and Roberts play a 2-woman game here, and Johnson nails the 3 to keep Vanden up big. Still in the second, Mila Simano with a little no-look action to Gabby Wright for the lay-in. Vanden with a healthy halftime lead. To the third now, and that Vanden press was impressive to say the least. Cresswell gets the steal, and Jackson finishes for 2 more. Then it's the old Cresswell crossover with the mid-range J. The Vikings are victorious, 95-32 the final. Here's Holloway on that near-perfect Vanden press.
We work on that every day, so, it works on every team. We just have to be active and, keep playing no matter what. No team is as fast as us, and we all can finish well, get our buckets as long as we push the ball up and, finish with contact.
For our SunPower Electric game, Brian Mueller, 49ers Sac-Hi Sports.
The Kennedy Cougars set to host McClatchy in a Monday night matchup. First quarter, Zachary Chan passes to Jaden Smith. It goes back to Chan, and Zach drives, pulls up for 2, but it's McClatchy with the hot start. Paul Lewis kicks it out to a wide open Jared de Guzman. De Guzman swishes the 3 ball. Then it's Jared finding Carter Miles. Carter drives through traffic and goes in with the left. McClatchy in the middle of a 16-point run. Watch this hustle by Miles, diving into a crowd of Cougars, coming up with a rebound, and then Carter resets and drains the 3 ball. Timeout Cougars, and McClatchy is on a roll. Chan finds Jordan Lewis nestled into the corner, and the freshman cuts into that early Lion lead, but it's 25-8 Lions after 1. More McClatchy in the second. Kendall Andrews with the pass down low to Ahmed Martinez, part of a 13-point night for Martinez. 39-22 Lions lead it at the half. Zachary Chan would lead everybody with 19. The smooth move there for the mid-range. McClatchy not letting its foot off the gas. Paul Lewis throws an absolute dart to Anthony DeSantis. A nice play there. DeSantis with 11 in the second half as he gets wide open for 3. Kennedy still powering through. Chan, the sick pass to Taylor Shirley, the sophomore, 4-3, but McClatchy runs away with this one. De Guzman with a no-look pass to Paul Lewis at the wing. The junior captain takes a few dribbles before knocking down the triple. The Lions pounce on the Cougars. On their way to a 69-50 win, Carter Miles talks about the team's dominant performance.
Straight from tip-off, I feel like we were loading the ball good, helping each other, just playing together, getting the ball up the floor in transition so we could get them easy layup. I mean, none of us are selfish players. We all drive and kick. We never take a selfish shot. We're always looking for each other.
Remember, all of the game footage we shoot is available for purchase on our website. Go to 49ers Sac-Hi-Sports.com. We will send you the entire game digitally.
Follow us on social media for lots of fun and exciting content. Our Instagram story is a great way to keep updated on scores and news and so much more. 49ers.Sac-Hi is our handle on Instagram and Twitter.
Coming up, the first place game in the Capital Valley League with Rio Americano and Capital Christian.
Then back to the Monticello Empire League with Bandon and Wood. 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. We'll be right back.
Welcome back to 49ers Sac-Hi Sports. Up next, we have the first place game in the Capital Valley League. Capital Christian comes into the week 5-0 in league play. Anthony Garcia was a force on the football field back in the fall for the Cougars and is now captain of the basketball team.
Very talented guy, but Cap Christian lost the game earlier on in the week to El Camino. So this game with Rio Americano, very big. Rio undefeated in league. Cap Christian one game back, and the game played on Wednesday night.
Sam Berg coming to you from Capital Christian High School as the Cougars faced off against the Rio Americano Raiders on Wednesday night. And the Raiders would start off the game hot. Miles Lake passes it out to Jace Thompson, and he drains this from behind the line to give the Raiders the lead. But the Cougars were growling back. Micah Hobson drives to the paint and hits the jumper from the free throw line. But if you thought the Raiders' three-point efforts weren't done, then you thought wrong. This time it's Luke Mason stepping back and hitting the three-pointer from downtown. But the Cougars were determined to close the gap, and they do so. Devin Lewis drives to the basket and banks it off the glass for 2 to keep the score close. And the Cougars had some shooters of their own. Kanye Clark steps back and swishes the bucket for 3, and the Cougars would take the lead. But the Raiders were tough. Sam Thompson drives to the basket and lays it in there over the Cougars defense for 2 points. On to the second half now, and Miles Lake takes it to the hoop fighting through the defense, but that's no problem at all. 2-pointer off the backboard for the Raiders. But the Cougars weren't about to let their lead slip. They pitch it around the horn until it finds the hands of Jaden Nolan. He steps back for 3, and bang, the Cougars are refusing to let off the gas. Don't worry, Raiders fans, there's still plenty of time left. Lake drives to the lane and gets the layup through the Cougars defense. But the momentum was all on the Cougars side. Hobson shoots the jumper from inside the paint for 2. He would end the night with 16 points. But the Raiders weren't going down without a fight. Lake steps back for 3 and splash. There's no Raiders lost in that arc. But the last laugh would go to Capital Christian. Nolan gets the pass from cross court and lays it in there for the dagger Wednesday night. The Cougars win their 12th game on the season with a final score of 61-55.
Parker Reman, Wood High School to see the Wildcats and Vanden Vikings square off. First quarter, Devin Manoy gets things started, the jump stop, and Devin floats it off the glass for the easy 2. Later in the quarter, it's Manoy again. This time in the quarter, decides to expand his range. The 3 ball is cash money. Quarter winding down, now Vanden down by 2. Asan Huff ties it up at 10 with that sweet reverse layup. On to the second quarter we go. The shot by Jaden Robinson is off. Takai Emerson Hardy gets the board, and what a pass behind his back. Down low for the easy deuce to Huff. Vanden takes a 3-point lead into the half. We jump to the third. Vanden up 29-26. Tyler Johnson determined to stretch that lead, muscling his way for the tough finish. Vanden up 5 now. Quarter winding down. Takai gets it down low for the easy flush, and the Vikings trying to put it away, but Manoy answering right back. The steal, I swear he's behind the ref. There he is for the easy flush. Wildcats coming back. Now down just 2. Kanye Kroon taking it up the court in an absolute missile of a pass right on the money to Isaac Sanchez, and the Wildcats are up 1. 42 all now. Tyler's shot is tipped, but Asan Huff is there for the putback. Great heads-up play to put the Vikings ahead, and from that point, it was all Vanden looking for the dagger. Here it is. Mikey Johnson, a former Wood student 2 years ago, seals the win against his former school. He says this win means a lot.
Man, that win felt great, man. That's the best one so far, I ain't gonna lie. I needed that one. Now we gotta get them at Bandit, senior night. I love the school, everything was cool about it, but it was a better opportunity at Bandit. And man, I just couldn't lose. I had to bring it all on the court, leave it all there.
Luke Galindo reporting from Inderkum High School as they get ready to host Antelope Tuesday night on their senior night. Inderkum gets things started halfway through the first half. Benjamin Elkins serves a nice ball to Jack Butler, who's on a breakaway. He creates some space, uses some fancy footwork, shoots to the left side of the net, and scores. Tigers now lead 1-0, and Jack gets his crowd pumped up. Second half is where Inderkum really gets cooking. Benjamin with a great pass to Jack Butler, who shows off his bounce and heads it into the goal for his second goal of the night. Inderkum now leading 2-0. Jack now shooting it from 30 yards out. Antelope able to save it, but right there to clean it up is Benjamin Elkins, who gets the goal. Inderkum extends their lead to 3, and exactly 31 seconds later, Paul Neely takes a corner kick. He puts it right into the chest of a teammate, and Benjamin takes it right out of the air for a fantastic goal. That might be play of the week. Tigers now leading by 4. Jack Butler makes a great pass over Antelope defenders, and Benjamin dumps it off to Trevor Bell, who shoots and scores. Inderkum now has scored 5 unanswered goals. Antelope able to get a quality possession. Charles Rivera able to sneak it past the goalie to put Antelope on the board and avoid the shutout. They now trail by 4. Inderkum gets the final word, though. Nate Bell with a great pass from midfield that finds Jack Butler, who makes a cut and shoots through the defender's legs into the nets, which secures the hat trick. Count 'em, Jack. 1, 2, 3 goals tonight, which leads to a 6-1 victory over Antelope.
Coming up, we will choose the play of the week. It could be this play, then again, maybe not.
But first, take a look at our Sac Joaquin section top 10 boys basketball poll.
Time now for the play of the week.
It's our magician, Mark Willis, picking out all the plays and then throwing one up to see which one is the play of the week. Here's Mark with this week's play of the week.
Vanden Sac-Hi Emerson Hardy, the no-look pass. He's got eyes all around his head. Next, how about Emmanuel Gomez Jr. of Liberty Ranch? Bend it like Beckham. Yes, sir. Inderkum's Derek Claxton, the alley, and Jalen Glenn, the oops upside your head. Oh, but Sheldon's Tyrese Daniels drives, and the no-look dish to Jaden Woodard for the tiny bucket. Gotta love that one. But we like this one the best. Benjamin Elkins of Inderkum scores on a bicycle kick. Bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle.
That's the play of the week, and that is 49ers Sac-Hi Sports for this week. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. I'm Aubrey Tolliver.
And I'm Robert Brownstein. Join us next week to meet the Central Catholic basketball player and see the sacrifices he made to keep his younger brother safe. We'll see you then.